Money is important in our lives, and while many would say that money can't buy happiness, it can make you rich, give you security, and eventually help you build your own success. So friends, here are the 7 money rules you need to know to build wealth. Rule number 1, beef up your wallet. The first rule of money to keep in mind is to try to save money. The best way to reward yourself is by saving. I know it's difficult, but you have to beef up your personal finances so that in the end you can reward yourself more. Now, you don't need to buy the latest phone or gadget when it appears, because the best way to build your wealth is not by spending, but by waiting for it to build for you. Of course, it needs your cooperation, because if you don't, your finances will fall and you could find yourself in a tight spot. So save as much as you can, and remember that saving for your personal finances doesn't mean you don't have to spend at all. You can follow a simple rule to save, such as saving the leftover money from your salary. And after months of doing so, you'll always find your bank account full of money. Remember that the process of saving is not as easy as it seems. First, you have to find many sources of income to improve your finances. Then start setting aside cash by paying yourself first. On payday, transfer the cash to your investment account even before taking care of bills. Many banks will allow you to establish a repetitive change from your checking account to your reserve funds through online banking, so you can set aside cash accordingly. Preparing for the future means planning for the unexpected, and creating a rainy day account is the most ideal way to deal with unexpected expenses in life. Rule number 2, avoid expenses exceeding savings. The second rule in building wealth is the most well-known strategy, which is to spend only on what you need. It's natural for all of us to respond to promotions and offers that say discounts or sales while we try to save our money. If we have the urge to respond to all of this, then we have to try to resist it as well. Especially when our income increases, we tend to spend more than what we really need. But the solution is very simple. In case you generally spend less than what you acquire, your funds will always be in good shape. So understand the distinction between wants and needs, live within your means, and don't take on any superfluous obligations. Don't spend on things that you don't urgently need, and avoid the lifestyle that would drown your personal finances in debt and credit charges due to overwhelming expenses. Rule number 3, invest. The best rule to follow if you want your money to grow smoothly is to invest it. Turn your finances into a long-term asset by buying bonds, stocks, and real estate that will give you a great return after years of investment. You need to buy assets that grow in value and that you don't have to worry about losing a lot. Especially if you have money in the bank, look for ways to invest it. Another way is through compound interest. When you have purchased assets that grow in interest, use the money to buy more assets. And when there is a great return on your investment, take the opportunity to sell stocks or buy more so that money won't be a problem for you in the future. Friends, I know it's hard to find good investments that really help you grow your money, but there are many financial advisors you can find. So go find one and get advice on all the details to become a wise investor. Rule number 4, diversify your investment portfolio. The fourth rule you should know after investing your money in stocks, bonds, and other investment channels is to diversify your investment portfolio. You should always find an investment that you have thoroughly researched and are confident will grow your personal finances. This money rule is difficult at first, but over time, you will become an expert in managing your own investment channels. The key to a good investment portfolio is to balance risks and benefits. All investments are filled with risks, so choose those with less risk, even if the growth is slower. When your reserve funds start to accumulate, you should look for ways to grow your cash through contributions. This is especially important for long-term reserve fund techniques such as retirement. However, there are numerous speculative instruments available at different degrees of risk, so always make sure you fully understand the type of investment you are putting your resources into. Keep in mind that time is your ally for retirement and other long-term goals. So it is better to start saving and contributing as much as you can as soon as possible. Therefore, do not rely on a single investment, rather have as many investments as possible so that you win no matter the situation. Rule number 5, your house is your biggest asset. The biggest expense that every family has is probably their homes. your house will become an advantage for you if you can take advantage of the money you are putting into it, just like with other assets you have. Many people do not consider their house as an investment vehicle. Unless it is a property that you intend to rent out or fix up, you may think that a house is just a place to reside. Nevertheless, in reality, your house is an investment in numerous ways. If you invest a large amount of money in a property, its value can rise or fall depending on the economy. Additionally, just like renting, a house helps you create financial stability. Even numerous specialists think that buying a house is an incredible investment, as it is a really protected place to put your money, and house values generally increase over time. However, the benefits are not as broad as those that can be seen in other investment vehicles. Now, you can add value to your house through renovations and turn it into a commercial asset. The best part of improving your house is adding value to it. So make your house an advantage for you, and do not neglect the potential value it can bring you. You can have other options like buying another house to rent out or building apartments to rent out. Remember that house prices today, especially in rural areas, are really high, which makes them even more profitable. Rule number 6. Secure your future retirement. For those who are planning to retire, it is best to heed this rule to get the most out of your retirement plan. Not everyone works forever. There will come a day when you will stop working, but what will happen if you are not prepared when that time comes? Essentially, all retirement plans offer an advantage in terms of expenses, whether you can access it directly during the reserve fund stage or while making withdrawals. Additionally, consider expanding your annual commitment, as many plans start with a dismal level of deferment that does not guarantee retirement security. If you are a self-employed worker, you also have some retirement investment fund options that you can consult. Despite the plans described below for average specialists as well as for business people, you can also put resources into an individual retirement account, which depends on specific payment limits and has more modest annual commitment limits than most other retirement plans. Rule number 7. Increase your credibility. No matter what job you take, high credibility will surely pay you a high salary, because at the end of the day you can pay for online classes or night classes to improve your certifications. You can also focus on acquiring new specialized skills by yourself. For example, you can read books to learn or improve your skills. In general, anything that can increase your value in society and where people will pay you more. So every time you build your credibility in your field, whether among your colleagues, peers, or executives, you will be gaining more opportunities to advance in your profession. So become that employee who is worthy of a high salary, or that boss who deserves big income. Well, that's all for today, friends. And don't forget to follow these money rules, because they will surely help your finances be in a good position. It is true that it can be difficult at first, but over time, your money will grow and help you achieve the wealth you desire. And remember, the key to financial success is to build yourself up to make more money. Thank you very much for watching this video. If you liked it, don't forget to share it with your friends or family, and subscribe for more content like this. Take care and see you next time.